That's the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be very happy if you could give a round of applause to the first speaker, a distinguished guest, the chair of the Slovak Paralympic Committee. When you hear this, I'm sure you will think about him because he has been in the function for 20 years, Mr. Dr. Jan Riapoš.
Príjemné dobré ráno vám všetkým, vážené.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to welcome you in the name of the Slovak Paralympic Committee in this international conference. At the beginning, please allow me to welcome our special guest. I'm very glad that he managed to find the time and come to join us. That's the president of the Ukrainian Paralympic Committee, Mr. Valery Sushkevich. Welcome. My introduction will be a bit longer because I would like to talk to you about the issue or about why we are here today and what will be the topics discussed during the day. Because we have various people here from different areas, both from the Slovak Paralympic Committee, from the We Are Equal project, but also from the ESCIF. When we are speaking about the history, we need to mention a very important person who joins the Slovak Paralympic Committee, the We Are Equal project, but also the ESCIF. That's Dr. Ludwig Guttmann, who during the Second World War had to travel or leave Germany to the UK. He was Polish and Jewish, so he had to leave Germany if he wanted to save his life and his family. In the UK, in Stoke Mandeville, in 1948, he organized the first games that were intended during the 1948 Olympic Games to highlight the issues of people with disability, to help them rehabilitate socially and get back to society. So that was the historical context which culminated when the International Paralympic Committee was founded, and one of the dominant people for the International Paralympic Committee is Dr. Guttmann, because he was a man who liked sports and he tried to adopt a scientific way how to motivate not only people after the Second World War who sustained an injury, but he tried to also build SCI units. So he is basically a co-founder of the spinal program for people with SCI. So this is one of the reasons why the International Paralympic Committee is active in this area also at present. The International Paralympic Committee currently associates more than 200 countries in the whole world. It's the most dynamically developing international community of people with The International Paralympic Committee, based on the new study of the WHO, which was published in 2021, decided to prepare one of the biggest campaigns, which is designed to highlight that people with a disability globally are rising in numbers. In the past, the WHO estimated that we have about 12.5% of people with a disability, and these statistics, the most recent statistics, say that we already have 15%. So the title of the campaign, We the 15, is designed to perhaps warn all the international authorities, but also national authorities, to take a very responsible approach to this area. If you say 15%, it perhaps does not resonate as much, but if we turn this into a specific number, it's more than 1.2 billion people, and in Slovakia it's more than 871,000 people with a disability, which restricts them in terms of accessibility in all the activities that they want to do. During the Paralympic Games in Tokyo, which were moved by 1 year during because of the pandemic. In 2021, in September, this campaign was started because it has the ambition to be here for at least 10 years in the world market to highlight these issues. And it also has the ambition to become the biggest movement for people with a disability. So that's why I will recommend ESCIF and its management to join this campaign and to support it through its members.
Well, we are part of these 15%, and I'm very glad that there will be several topics that could help Slovakia to improve the conditions of people with disabilities. The Slovak Paralympic Committee was founded in 1995 and became a member of the International World Paralympic Committee after the changes after 1989. There was the Velvet Revolution, which changed the whole political system, and we succeeded. Then in 1993, Czechoslovakia, in a very friendly manner, we split into two countries, Czech Republic and Slovakia. So 1993 was the year when basic institutions were established. In 1995, the people with disabilities, physical, mental, visual and hearing, they decided to found the Slovak Paralympic Committee. So it included all different disabilities, and then the hearing, the athletes who were hearing impaired split. Then we started negotiation with ESCIF. What we identified back then was something like a black hole regarding the care of patients in Slovakia, patients with spinal cord injuries. And based on this historic context, the Paralympic Committee started to bear this idea that there should be a complex treatment of patients with SCI. We are one of the last European countries without SCI units. We don't have a complex system of care for SCI patients, and we don't have this unit. So this is why I'm very glad that we managed to combine a conference. We are equal, and the members of ESCIF, I would like to ask the members to share their own experience. How did they solve this issue? How did they deal with this issue? And I would be really glad if they could help us and we could put some pressure on Slovak authorities to make this happen, because there are 4 phases. Very intensive phase is the first one, then it's the spinal units, and then a national or rehabilitation care, and then it's the social sphere, social rehab. And in Slovakia, out of these 4 phases, we are missing 2 out of them. It's the spinal units and also the social part of rehabilitation. I think this is the right place to make this happen, that this system would originate. So this is shortly about the historic context I wanted to introduce to you, to explain why this conference is taking place, and I will be happy about all the ideas or inspirations that could help us for the future to create a complex system of care for patients with spinal cord injuries. And I think also presenting our project could help you, on the other hand, to understand. And also the International Paralympic Committee since Tokyo is trying to transfer this competence to national authorities to create better conditions for people with disabilities too.